Okay, now, phase two. Let's continue to protect our big idea. You've found your partner, you've signed the NDA, or even better, you've agreed to work together, you've signed a full agreement to do so, partnership development, whatever the case may be. And now you're creating it and you're ready to launch it to the world. How do you protect the idea? You have a couple of different ways that you can do this. The first way is through copyright. You can't protect your idea like we talked about in previous videos, but what you can protect is how you create that idea, how you've written the idea, how you've put it together, how you present it. All of that is protectable through copyright because a copyright is the tangible version of whatever it is that you're creating, whether it's a course or an app or it is a book, a photo. So if I just see a picture, that's not copyright protectable, but if I take a picture, it is. And so knowing that is the actual tangible version that is called fixed in a tangible medium, meaning you made it, that is protectable by copyright. And a lot of what we're talking about is actually, you can register it for copyright. And so that'll give you some really good protections and ways that you can stop people from copying the way that you've created an idea. Now, the problem becomes, particularly for course creators, or even somebody who's creating a methodology, like a coach, or somebody who's creating a way that they've created certain social media posts. It's really hard when someone takes your idea, that you have this really cool idea for a course, and then they sort of copy you. So there's always that gray line. And I do recommend that you talk to an attorney to see if there is actionable copying or whether it's the kind of copying that just kind of all makes us really disappointed that somebody would do something like that. There is a really fine line and it's hard to know. However, if certain elements are copied, if their full portions are copied, that is definitely a red flag for you. But if you've created a really cool course, let's say you've created it about legal topics and somebody else went and created a course about legal topics, there's not much you can do because those ideas, you can't restrict that. But what you can do is restrict how somebody copies and uses what you've created. And a good tip for creators, particularly if you're creating content that is being consumed and purchased, making it a term of the purchase that you, if you take it, you can't create a course that utilizes any of the materials that the client who's taking the course learned, is another way to help protect your work. So it is really important to understand what it means to be protected under copyright. And it also is important to understand when copying is actually actionable. And it is great to know about what the benefits of copyright registration is and how to do it. And it's a good thing because we're going to be creating some resources for you, so you'll be able to do that yourself as well. But in the meantime, if you have any questions and aren't sure about copyright, we always recommend that you chat with a lawyer.